Some names get lost in the shuffle, but if you really know Atlanta's foundation, then you know Lil Will was never just a background voice. He was the heartbeat behind some of the dungeon's most powerful moments. Before the gold plaques, before the Grammys, there was that gritty voice, that realness, that energy that could cut through any beat. Lil Will of the Dungeon family was raw, unfiltered, and necessary. His voice didn't just complement a record, it stamped it. You hear it on the classics, you feel it in the hooks, and you recognize it in the soul of Atlanta music. This ain't just a name drop, this is a reminder. Lil Will helped shape the Southern sound. Now that's Atlanta culture.
Back again, Atlanta Culture Podcast with your host, Moss B. I got a special guest today, man. My partner, my main partner, Lil Will, man. What you know good, brother, man?
Hey, man. You're taking it easy.
I'm glad you came out to fuck with us today, man. You know, we're going to jump right into this thing. Since this is the Atlanta Culture page, man, we got to know, what high school did you go to?
A couple of them, actually. I went to North Clayton, though. I'll say North Clayton, man.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? I went to Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
Like open campus.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all the niggas go there.
Yeah,
Campus.
yeah.
All the rap niggas go there. So, what hospital was you born at?
Crawford Long.
Crawford Long.
Yeah.
Crawford Long. So we gonna introduce everybody today to Lil Will that don't know who he is, or maybe y'all do know who he is, but don't have the face with the song. So you are first generation Dungeon family, correct?
Of course.
Explain to me how you started music and how that began.
Well, shit, I started music with actually Dallas Austin and
Okay.
Kevin Wells. You know what I'm saying? On the South Side, they were already full-fledged writing for Madonna, and they actually lived at the bottom of my street.
Gotcha.
So
What neighborhood was this?
this is shit. This is on Flat Shows, you know what I'm saying, off of Riverdale Road.
Gotcha.
Goddamn, you know what I mean? Wynwood Forest.
Gotcha.
You dig what I'm saying? Somebody broke in Dallas, Bees, Dallas partner, they broke in their house and stole all his plaques. You know what I'm saying? And I used to see him riding BMWs going down the block. I thought they sold work.
Yeah. No.
So the first person that they came to was me.
Looking for the plaques.
What?
Okay.
It was like, man, we know you know. I said, nah. So I don't know about that one, but I can get them back for you.
Yeah.
So one of my little partners actually did it. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up going to get the plaques, taking them back to him. Yeah. And it was, it was a bunch of us. Went back over there. And like, well, what y'all do? What y'all do? Any of y'all rap? Any of y'all sing? And so from there, it just went up, dog. Like I was doing talent shows and you know what I mean, parties, house parties, and shit like that, singing. And so I always knew that's what I wanted to do.
That's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So it was always singing for you, right?
Yeah.
So when did you first get that bite from that bug? You like, you know what, this is what I want to do, or who was your first
At an
influence?
early age, man.
How old were you?
Shit, maybe 8, 9.
8.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember American Bandstand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was before Soul Train. This was before, shit, I wanted to be on there. I was like, damn, that's what they doing. And it looked like, it was for the culture. It was fun. It was, you know what I mean? I had a record player.
Gotcha.
With a bunch of records. My mom had a bunch of records, man. So I would, go in the basement and mimic artists. Luther Vandross.
Gotcha.
Sam Cooke. Donny Hathaway.
Gotcha.
And I was never trained or taught how to sing and nothing like that. Never really sung at a church, singing in the choir, so it was just that. If I couldn't sing it like that, you know what I mean? I didn't want to sing it, so I don't use auto-tune, you know what I mean? So yeah, from an early age, man,
So was anybody in your family a singer or a musician?
Of course.
So who was your influence?
Yeah, a couple of my aunts, you know what I'm saying, they sang. My grandmother would sing every day.
Okay.
In the house.
Okay.
That's,
I knew it had to come from somewhere close.
That's always in your head. Your grandmama in the kitchen, or
Was she any good? Was she could blow?
She always, Mahalia Jackson or something in the kitchen or something. That.
Gotcha.
That's was my memory. You know what I mean?
So when you started with Dallas, did you start off writing songs or?
No. We actually had a group. It was called 5 Deep. You know what I'm saying? This was around the time when ABC was first put together. You know, there was another group out of Marietta. My partner Chill Will, Ragtime.
Gotcha.
This was early '90s, man. You know what I mean? And we had a deal with Michael Bivins, and you know what I'm saying, that whole little movement. And it's crazy, man. It's kind of crazy. Anthony Wainwright, you know what I'm saying, actually put the group together. And, yeah.
So how was that transition? So what made you transition over to the Dungeon family, or how did you even get going that way?
I mean, we can fast forward, you know, a couple of years, man.
Well, let's not fast forward. Let's rewind. Let's go back. So how did that, when you got signed with them, did y'all ever put out anything?
We had plenty of records. It's a weird story on how it happened, but I don't really want to get into all the parameters of it. But we kind of moved past that. They signed Boys to Men and the white dudes.
Y'all kind of fell
so
back
we kind of feel
like
nah. So it was weird, man. I think we ended up robbing Michael Bivins. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's the story
like
we want to hear, man.
Yeah, like we shooting a video, man, for like Aisha or something, like out in Conyers or Covington or something.
The funny story about that, the little girl that was in the video was in middle school.
He used to wear, Michael, you remember when cats used to wear the little African medallion pouches?
Yeah, I definitely,
stick all that money and shit in there.
Yeah.
We tore his ass up, man. Had us out in the cold and didn't want to put us in the video and shit. Tore their ass up. We told Wainwright, it's time to go, bro.
Time to go, and we leaving here with something.
We took everything. Took everything, dog. But just, you know, fast forward a little further. This was me meeting Wingo and, you know, all them cats. And we had a group then, you know, me and Wingo.
Southside, Wingo Southside too.
Yeah. 3 Shades Deep. Well, so I think it was called 3 Shades Deep, something like that. You know what I mean? And you know, just continually doing music, writing. You know, I had a manager, Marie Davis, who was kind of put TLC together, and she does Tony Braxton and, you know, all that. And she kind of introduced me to Rico Wade and Sleepy Brown, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a solo artist then, you know, I think everybody in Atlanta had a deal with like Don Perry. You know what I'm saying? A 60-day or 90-day agreement or something. He'd find you a deal, you sign with them, you know. So everybody kind of knew about me. And Sleepy Brown was doing a little music for TLC then. And she was like, well, let me take you up here and introduce you to him. And, you know, he was choreographing, he was doing a lot of different shit. So that's what kind of brought me in the door. And then finally, Rico came and got me one day, man. I was living in Cobb County, you know what I'm saying?
Just came through and snatched you up.
Yeah, time he was like, man, where you at, man? Like, come on, you know what I mean? What's going on with you? He was like, man, you got some Air Force Ones? Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is an Air Force One, bro? Like, Air Force Ones that just came out back, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we was wearing Reeboks in Atlanta. Nigga, remember everybody was on the Reebok move, you dig?
Yeah.
So we went to the mall, man. He's like, man, now you gotta get you some Nikes. You gotta get you Air Force Ones, man, and some Air Maxes, you know, that type shit. So we went to the mall, got fresh, nigga, went to the dungeon, nigga, and everybody was there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I know you, nigga. Cool Breeze. I've been knowing Breeze forever. Been knowing Backbone from the West Side. Oh, man, that's Will, man. You know what I mean? So it kind of clicked. You know what I mean?
Felt like home and family.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So at the start of it, you know what I mean? Music was flowing. The music was flowing. They had all the elements. You know what I mean? Instruments. Like this was my first time seeing some live shit over some rap niggas rapping over some live music. Like we got niggas in there all night long with guitars and, you know what I mean, Preston Crump them in there and niggas like that, Johnny, I could keep going, like niggas was ready. Like everybody, you know what I'm saying, played their part. So that was really influential in the movement of, you know, the Dungeon Family music, man. That's how I think they covered a lot of ground because they had everything that they needed.
So tell the people out there some of the Dungeon family or any kind of Outkast or songs that you sung on back then, or you was a part of.
Shit, Return of the Gangsta on Aquemini. Shit, a lot of them, dog. Like we was always, around doing, backgrounds or you know what I mean. So I could go back, man. Most of the albums, you know what I mean. Maybe 2 albums in. After that, I was there, and then went on the road with them. You know what I'm saying? I was lucky enough to, be able to go and travel with them. Like shit, man. We did it all, man. We did it all. We've been to maybe, I've been to maybe 45 different countries. Okay. Besides, you know what I'm saying?
And it took you all around the world.
Yeah, man. We've done the European Opens. We've done, all that, man. Ireland, the Creamfields, you know what I mean? So, you know how big Outkast is. I don't have to speak on that.
So let's jump off to straight into Nikki.
Nikki, that was
one of your biggest hits, one that kind of introduced you as you.
Yeah, I mean that was maybe one of the 4th or 5th songs that I did over there. You know what I mean? I had this beat, Rico made, and we rode around with it, man, for maybe a month. You know what I mean? Just listening to it back to back, and finally one day, it just clicked. This is what we do every day. We was Nikki's was still open.
Yeah, I was out there looking for
Gentleman Club was still open. So it came easy. That was sweet. And you know what? This is what we do. Out here every fucking party in the city looking for Nikki
and all the freaky friends, baby.
And to be honest with you, Nikki is a real person. That's what people don't get. She was this cat. She was from New York. And really, really pretty good. They used to roll out the red carpet for her back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And Tanya was her homegirl.
Okay.
We partied with them a couple of times. Mm-hmm. They disappeared, bro. You know what I'm saying? Disappeared. Never seen them.
If y'all out there,
you know what I mean?
You know the song was inspired by y'all.
Yeah. Disappeared. Never seen them. You know what I mean? Never seen them again. I think I might have been out of town somewhere and slightly seen her and was like, you know what I'm saying? And couldn't catch her. But
he's like, oh, there she go.
Man.
She did an old fable.
Yeah, so we still looking for Nikki, man. Tanya, if you know where your homegirl at, man,
Word.
Also, it was kind of no brainer, man. Nikki had Prince had, Nikki.
We had Club
Nikki's, man. So it's some real A-Town shit.
Okay. Yeah. So one of the most famous Big Boy lines in the song was, "I gave her a Lil Will CD and a fucking poster."
Yeah.
Now, what Lil Will CD did he give her, and what poster was it?
Since his Better Days, you know what I'm saying, my first album, the Dungeon Family album that I organized on Rico Way. Shouts out to Rico Way, R.I.P. brother.
Miss you, boss.
Yeah. It got air, but it didn't get the air that it was supposed to. So we can still release it now. It's actually on a couple of platforms, but that was the CD that Big was talking about. We pressed up a lot of copies and gave out copies to people. So a lot of people still have those now, and they, you know what I mean. So hold on to those because it's in the original case.
Say that's a legend.
Yeah. So the poster that he gave her was their poster. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It was probably an Outkast.
So this was a true song. This is not a true song. This is actually a true story.
True story. Yeah.
This is a true story. This ain't nothing he just put in there to go along with the rap.
Yes, because he was married by that time. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't. You know what I mean? Like, nah. Here you go. Listen to this Lil Will. And take this poster.
Take the poster. Scram.
Yeah. Take this poster. You know what I mean? And that's real cool. That's some cool you know what I'm saying, innuendo type shit, man, that a motherfucker really wouldn't catch.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, man. He just say he gave her a Louis.
Look, when I heard that, like, oh, he talking about my partner. Yeah, I got lit when he said that shit.
So the crew expanded, man. Slim Calhoun came in the picture. Killer Mike came in the picture. So naturally, everybody needs singles. Everybody needs a radio single. So of course, I'm gonna sing on somebody sing on that. That's where It's Okay came about with Slim, and all of a sudden 3000 was like, nah, I gotta get on that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how 3000 got on the song, and it became that. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Y'all hear that out here? That's multiple hits. That man done sung on multiple hits.
Without a doubt. I think Goody Mob was first. I got on They Don't Dance No More before all of this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Return of the Gangster was on Equimini, so that was after, you know what I mean? So it was a timeline, man. And we stuck to the script, man. We were one of the biggest families to do it. You know, in Atlanta, besides, you know, like the Camp and, you know, JD them, you know what I mean? They didn't have as many rappers as we had, or, you know, no. But I say from a musical standpoint, Organized Noise were, you know, one of the creators of this sound that we got in Atlanta. So you really had to follow.
That's what I wanted to ask you. What do you think the Dungeon family gave to Atlanta, and what do you think their influence was on the rap game and the music game, period?
Shit. We were the only crew that everybody had a major deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Everybody had a major
Everybody
deal.
had their own deal.
Kilo, Goober, like everybody had them, yeah. And like I said before, we had all the elements, man. We had a crew of cats that, you know what I'm saying, were musically inclined. And all of them had a job. One of them played a guitar, one of them played a piano, and were great at it. And that's all you need to do is do that. So they stuck to the script, and that's what made it.
So what were the songs actually made? Because I heard once that the songs actually weren't made at the Dungeon. That's just where everybody got together.
No.
A lot
of the songs were made at the Dungeon, yeah. They started in there.
Down in the basement.
And, you know, to get a quality sound, we would take it to dark, or take it to, you know what I'm saying, silent sound, or take it to these, you know, major studios, you know, that you're gonna get that quality sound from. You can't record a symphony orchestra goddamn in the Dungeon. You gotta take them up the street. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of shit that they was doing. Rico invite the flutes, the goddamn violins. Like, I'm serious. Just to get it in. So that's how all of those songs sound like movie soundtracks. Yeah. Damn near. When you listen to an Outkast album, and you just listen, it sounds like a fucking movie soundtrack. So that's what they brought to the game. Plus, all of those cats, including myself, we really from Atlanta. So the shit that we was talking about, you knew exactly, okay, well, damn it, I used to live over here on Campbellton Road. I used to live over here by Cascade. You know what I mean? 100. I used to live on the east side or whatever with Baby D. You know what I mean? I knew exactly what he talking about. I knew exactly the bus he was talking about when he said they used to ride.
86, like on your head to Decatur.
You understand what I'm saying? So those type of things are influential with music, man. And not to say that these cats today aren't doing that, but this is classic shit that we were doing, man. This was real music to me. And that's what I feel that they gave. Plus, most of these artists are still here. Look at Goody Mob, look at CeeLo, look at 3000. Like, he playing the flute now, winning Grammys and, you know what I mean, shit like that with a flute. So, what you think? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they kind of stamped, you know what I'm saying, for real. They stamped the passport and was like, hey, man, this is kind of what y'all need. This is kind of what y'all need to follow. They set the bar, and the bar is high,
super high.
You know what I mean?
So let's fast forward a little bit. One of the anthem in Atlanta. A lot of people don't know. We're putting a face with it. It's So Icy, with Jeezy and Gucci Man. Right. How did that come about? And how did you manage to get on that? And how was it started?
Okay, so during the transition of 3000, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, and him and Big kind of splitting, and him not touring anymore, Big Boy is carrying the torch now. You dig what I'm saying?
When
So
Purple Ribbon was
right. So they were kind of still, everybody's still kind of going out, and I would see Jeezy, you know, on a weekly, you know what I'm saying, at the club. I just see here and there, you know what I mean? Spontaneous, something like that. And we knew each other. We was cool. So I guess one night, Kinky B just walked up to me and was like, "Yo, man, I've been meaning to holler at you, man. I've been trying to get with you. You need to, you know, fuck with us, man. You know, woo, woo." And shit, that was kind of the start of it. It was just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? We kind of knew some of the same people. You know, Atlanta is Atlanta. I knew Gucci. I knew, you know, HB from the streets. You did what I'm saying? Once again, you know, BMF was here. You know what I'm saying? So the streets was crazy. Everybody had money. Everybody was, you know what I'm saying? So naturally, like I said, it was like, shit, come to the studio. They was working on a song with Fabulous. I got on this song with Fabulous before I did Icy. Okay. I got on Last of the Dying Breed before I did Icy. These, you know what I mean? So these are songs that's on Jeezy's album.
So was all that the same night at the studio?
No,
this just different
just
days.
finishing up. No, finishing up the Fabulous song on this night. You know, like I said, Coach K there, HB there. You know, Sign Yourself. You know what I'm saying? He brought. This is my first time meeting Zaytoven. Okay. You dig what I'm saying? And shit, that's how it came about. We out in the studio, everybody got together, and shit, it came about.
Who dropped the verse first? Or who's on? Did you do the hook first? Or?
No. We the hook was laid first. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The hook was laid first. Once we laid that, cats was taking off.
So what was the inspiration for the hook? What made you just
No. This was something that Gucci and, you know what I'm saying, Forte, they already had. Like,
they already had in their head.
They had a melody in their head. Yeah. No lie. And nobody could pull it off but me, I guess. You did what I'm saying, to bring it to life. So shit. We got in there, and like I said, I put the business on it. You know what I'm saying? And niggas was ready. They was already in there.
Once they heard the hook, it was on.
What? They was, man, once they heard a little bit of it, like, niggas was already with their pads. I want to say Jeezy went first. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say he went first, dog. You know what I mean? And, you know, down the line. The last cat was, what you call it? From Chicago, man. A little short,
Don't give me the line.
No. He's on the original version. Man. Damn, this the homie, too. I just ain't seen him in a minute.
Who that, Boo?
Yeah. Lil Boo. You know what I'm saying? I think he may have been the last person to put his verse on there. Okay. But he already had it ready or something, because it was in there, like I said, writing. But on this same night, the record got broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, they took that motherfucker to the club.
Straight to the club. Straight from the studio.
What?
And they say they didn't put a soft mix on it and went straight to the.
No, they made two mixes of that. One of them was the original version. One of them had auto tune on it. I don't use.
You don't fuck with auto tune, yeah.
But this was like T-Pain was out there. So, nigga, they took that motherfucker, the strokers, the pin up.
And that shit went crazy.
Out of here, dude. Yeah. Same night. It was out of here. Because it was like a stripper anthem. It was anthem down there. You know what I'm saying? But it turned into a street anthem.
It did.
Once everybody got it. Once you listen to the, you know what I'm saying? And you seen the video, and man, it was an instant hit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Instant hit. Real deal business. Shout out to Gucci. Shout out to Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? Trey. Boo. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
Yeah, and it's like I said, the Hawks play it, you know what I'm saying? The Braves play it, Falcons play it, you know what I'm saying? Their game, so you know what I mean?
What's the craziest place you ever been walking and riding down the street and something happened and you just hear something, I saw ice? Give me a story about one of them times.
Man. It's too many to name.
Too many names.
Man, I've been in white restaurants, man. And they in there getting it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it cool. I'm just like,
they don't even know that's you.
They don't know. I'm just sitting there like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's my jam.
The little white boys going ham.
They know it. They like, man, I don't care if you in Carrollton. You know what I'm saying? You love these artists from Atlanta, man, that made it what. Man, I've had cats come to me like, dog, man, that song you did, man, looking for Nikki, man.
Yeah.
Man, that got me through college. That got me through, you know.
Nikki was awesome.
We played that every morning. We played that in the dorm. We, you know, in the football, you know, all that, dog. So it was a blessing, man, for me to hear that, for me to, you know, be able to give that, you know what I mean, to people. So that's all I want to do, man, is create, you know what I mean, good music.
So before you came in, me and Wicked, we was talking about, we didn't want to call it no more the Mount Rushmore. So we're going to call it the Mount Kilimanjaro. So we're going to say, what is your Mount Kilimanjaro? 4 of your favorite R&B artists in Atlanta. Out of Atlanta, excluding yourself.
Jagged Edge.
You gonna consider them as one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one.
Yeah, put that Jeopardy music on now.
Yeah.
So when we end
No,
this Jeopardy,
I can say Jagged Edge, Escape, Monica. I'm just trying to think of original Atlanta artists.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's right. Hey, we're trying to put you on the spot. We're trying to make it tough now.
Silk too, you know what I'm saying?
I fuck with Silk. That's Columbia High School. I fuck with Silk.
They're my guys. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I could have, if you gave me more, I would have said 112. I would have said Silk. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even CeeLo is a great.
You can say honorable mention. You got some honorable mentions in there.
Like it's too many names. Sleepy. You know what I'm saying? I put all these cats like, you know what I mean? Like, but we come from the same. So all of those cats that I just named are in the same ball to me because all of us are damn near from the SWAT, from the South Side. So that's one for me. All those cats. 112, Silk, Jagged Edge, Monica, Escape.
Shouts out to Cal.
Yeah, that's my partner. Other than that, there's a few new ones there. This, you know what I'm saying?
We like to hear who got your ear. What new ones got your ear?
Money Long. I like Money Long.
Okay.
It's another chick, man. Summer Walker.
She's from Atlanta.
She from Atlanta.
Yeah, she's from Atlanta. Yeah, she's from Atlanta. Then she went to. Did you go to Southwest? No, that's Mariah side.
I can't forget about Carrie Hilson.
East Side. Come on now. There you go.
These is my dogs. Like you know what I'm saying? Sierra's cool. But once again, that's Atlanta. That's Atlanta. Nah, it's tough. You know what I'm saying?
It's too tough, man.
It's tough, man. It's myself, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Give me one of the greatest stories you ever had when you was out there on the road with the fellas.
Oh man,
a good road story.
A good road story.
It can be about one of them chicks. It can be about some of the foolish having a fight out there. Anything.
Man, I just remember 3000 jumping off the stage with some space boots on.
What was y'all at? You got to set it up.
Man, I can't remember.
You don't remember that? Them days all ran together back then, huh?
I know we was on tour, and I don't know if somebody threw something at him or you know what I'm saying, hit him or something.
Oh, he jumped off the stage to go after somebody.
Jumped on somebody's ass with the space boot. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, with the big space boot.
So what Dre do? He jumped off the stage.
On tour, motherfucker.
On tour, on the space.
Everybody else was jumping out. This is too much. I can't really just tell too much. I don't want to incriminate nobody. But yeah, I remember that. Shit, man. We went to Hilton Head one time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had won awards at LaFace. This was all the LaFace artists. Okay. So all the LaFace artists go to Hilton Head. Okay. You know, Murder Beach, whatever. And it was Usher, TLC, it was, Goody Mob, Outkast, in Hilton Head.
Gotcha.
So that we got they got us at the cabins and the little resort or whatever, and everybody partying. We cool. LA Reid them fly in on the helicopter or something. You know what I'm saying? Shanti dies and them there. So after that, the dinner and all that was over, we like, shit, we here. What we gonna do?
Yeah.
Everybody got a golf cart to
She never gave you niggas golf carts. I already know what it is.
We ain't had to have a key.
No, shit.
I knew how to crank
Bunch
it up.
of Atlanta niggas with some golf carts.
So I knew how to crank it up with a dime, right?
Oh,
like a little silver
shit.
dime. We stole everybody golf cart from there.
Nigga, what y'all do with the golf cart?
We played bumper car.
Oh,
We
shit.
ran up something.
Y'all done tore up these goddamn white folks
LA
golf
Reid
cart down
had to
here.
pay for it.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
LaFace paid for it, man. Hey, man, we told them folks shit up. But Usher got caught. You know what I'm saying? Usher was the one that got caught. So
How the hell Usher you go?
he was still had the golf cart. They was still
White
out.
folk done ran out there on the
Everybody was
golf
still-
course on y'all ass.
But listen, they was running out of the batteries.
The battery,
was running out. They was
battery.
leaving them
Yeah.
like, cause we going out, we all around the resort in the
And
golf
say the
cart.
battery done went out. Y'all say, fuck it, nigga. We
Leave
need to
it.
dump it in the gutter.
Go
Go
back
get
and get
another.
another.
Yeah.
Man, we told them folks shit up, man. We told them folk grass up. Like this is Hilton Head. You know, they folk playing golf and all
Can't
kinds of
take
shit.
you
We on
niggas nowhere.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I know we probably goddamn damaged a good 20, 25. Shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, up there, man, in Hilton Head.
Good times, though. They're good times.
Good times, man.
That's what rap life all about.
Yeah, man. Other than that, man, we've had fun, man, with Eminem, Moby. We've been overseas, man, Amsterdam. You know what I mean? A couple of different spots, man. That was great. Milan, Italy. You know, London. Total club up out there, boy.
What's there going on at Milan, man? Tell me a
Man.
Milan story.
Well, we didn't. We just did the concert out there. You know what I'm saying? Milan.
Rocked out.
Well, they don't really speak English like that over there, so we had a translator over there. But London, they Americanized. You know what I mean? We did the Red Square when they tore the wall down.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying out there. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of cool stories, man.
So let me ask you this: you got something new going on right now, and you bringing Atlanta back.
Yeah.
It's called Old Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
So set that up and tell us about this new song, Old Atlanta. Is a single that you got going on.
Basically, man, me being from Atlanta, and me knowing, the culture of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to pay homage to Bowlegs. Shout out to Marvin Arrington Sr., you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. He was very influential, in the state of Atlanta, the growth of Atlanta as far as building projects, housing, schools. So
This is Black History, y'all learn
yeah,
right
so
now.
when his son came to me, Marvin Arrington Jr., and said, "Hey man, I'm doing, a documentary, you know what I'm saying, a biopic
Gotcha.
on my father.
Oh, that's
And
okay.
I need some music for it."
Gotcha.
So I had a record, you know what I'm saying, I did with Backbone. I was just like, it's a rap record. I don't know if he's gonna accept this record. You dig what I'm saying? But it didn't sound like a rap record, the production of it. So I sent him maybe 5 songs, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the one he was
And
writing.
he got back with me and was like, man, that's the one right there, man. You talking about everything, and we can do this. And I was like, cool, if you want to do it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And it started off as that, man. They got the biopic done, and it's playing on the airlines, and shit. My song is the title track on there, man. You know what I mean? Old Atlanta. So I was just tripping one day with Marvin. I was like, bro, I bet you I can get all the old Atlanta artists to get on this record.
Gotcha.
He was like, you lying, you can't do that without them, without them. I said, no, man, I'm cool. I'm you know what I mean? I'm neutral out here.
That's when the mega mix came out.
Yeah, I'm neutral out here in the street. I don't got no beef with no Atlanta rappers. You know what I'm saying? So I started going through my phone, reaching out to everybody. Everybody I called was like, what? You
Run
know
it.
what?
Run
We
it.
had already had the video with me and Backbone playing. Said, man, y'all should have called us, man. We want to
Yeah, they wanted to get up, man. That song is jamming.
So,
I know why they would want to.
It was a no-brainer. I started sending out the TV track. Man, this shit happened, man, fast. Like, everybody was sending it in. I said, look, we're going to have to get it to sound right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make a day at Stankonia.
While y'all come in and drop
So
it.
everybody come in and lay their verse, but at the same time, shooting the video. I'm shooting the B-roll.
As you doing it.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
So to make it authentic. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you getting these rappers behind the microphone, in the booth, in this wherever. You dig what I'm saying? And man, we pulled it off. You know what I'm saying? Over 30 rappers. So on 404 Day, we're actually doing the Trap Museum, man. We're bringing everybody out.
I will be there. We will be there.
We're gonna release, the mega mix, you know what I'm saying, along with I guess they call it the 404 mix. You know what I'm saying, with Young Dro and the cast. And man, like I said, no pressure, no problems, man. Like while doing this, man, and it was for the culture. Nobody did this for it, man. I've been seeing New York cats having a cipher forever.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? In a cipher, and it just be a bunch of them coming, and they just going back to back. And most of them freestyling. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like the artists that I picked, all of them had a big single in Atlanta, and it would make a big impact, you know what I'm saying, for us to keep this old Atlanta movement going, a real Atlanta movement, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Just some real authentic Atlanta music, bro.
We needed it, and we sure appreciate it.
Yeah. So
We
shout
need
out
it. That's
once
one
again,
of-
shout out to Bowleg, shout out Swats Nation, man. They actually have been consistent with, pushing
The song.
yeah, man. Like for real, we got a real movement going on, man. And like I said, everybody is willing, to play their part. Just to stay relevant. You know what I mean? And like I said, not to knock, the YN music, you know what I'm saying, but it's kind of fizzling out a little bit. It's going back to
Look, you got to think people our age, we got a certain brand of music that we like. Just like
you get what I'm saying?
My
Just like your
parents
mama
had
and
jazz.
yes.
Like, why can't we have a set of music for us?
Did that. So we just trying to stick to the script, man, and keep it as authentic as possible. My morals are set up a little different, you know what I'm saying, from the young nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
I kind of stick to the script, man. It's a little more storytelling for me. You dig what I'm saying?
You painted the perfect picture on that song.
Yeah, but it's amazing. Once we release it on 404 Day, everybody's gonna get the picture. Man, I got some big artists on that, man.
Name some of the people you got on there for the people.
Oh man, I can keep going. But I got Slim Calhoun, Black on C-Bone, Baby D, Don P, Wicked from Ghetto Mafia, DJ Taz, MC Shot D,
All legend.
Raheem
Legend.
Dream,
Legend.
Player Poncho, Big Brew, Backbone, Cool Breeze, Slim Calhoun.
Sound like you brought back the whole dungeon too.
OG Sweets. Man, I'm having a brain fart, but I got a lot of them on there. I got even KP from KP and Envy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? One of the female artists on there. Marvin Arrington's daughter, Canary, is on there. Whoa, I can keep going, man. But it's gonna be great. We're gonna release it on 404 Day. Once again, it's at the Trap Museum on April 4th.
So is there we're gonna wrap this up, and is there any, let the people know where they can reach you at, your Instagram, all that?
Oh, I'm Will Street Jones on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Will Street Jones. Instagram, Facebook, same thing, Will Street Jones. Right now, I got a couple of projects alongside this old Atlanta project that I'm putting out also with DJ Swift and DJ Kurt, collaboration. And then I got this project coming out called Raw. Raphael and Will, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna put out like an EP, you know what I'm saying? No auto-tune, just straight R&B records, you know what I'm saying? just keep it going, keep the game going, man. So
I do
everything's
want to
trying
ask
finalize
you
everything.
one more question now that I thought about it. Since the passing of Rico, tell me what Rico meant to you and what he meant to the culture and the city of Atlanta and overall.
I'll say off top, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rico meant a whole lot to me, man. He kind of taught me, you know what I'm saying, how to really create music from a studio standpoint. I've always, you know what I'm saying, been to a house that had a, you know what I'm saying, a board or something in it, and it wasn't a studio. You just in somebody's basement kicking it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying from a higher standpoint.
Business point of view.
Yeah, like you gotta learn this, you gotta learn that, you know what I'm saying? And just really hone your talent, man, your gift, you know what I'm saying? And work ethic, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, he was always like, nah, man, you got to do another one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that ain't it.
Yeah,
You got to go back.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, like from a perfectionist standpoint, yeah. But man, Rico was, we call him the big three. You know what I'm saying? Rico, Pat, and Ray. You know what I'm saying? All of them played a very influential part in the making of Lil Will.
Grooming.
Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? You know, Sleepy Brown was always on the cool, you know what I'm saying? Ray was real technical. He was, you know what I mean? He always had a new instrument, you know what I mean? And was very technical. Rico was the other side of it. Like, he was kind of the head of the snake, you know what I mean? Like, not really emotionally involved, but involved, you know what I'm saying, from that standpoint. And just was a brother, you know what I'm saying? Like a brother to 50 motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, he was a brother for the city, you know, of Atlanta. Always had a smile on his face, you know what I mean? You feel me? Like, that was him. So, yeah, for the culture, he created that sound that, you know what I'm saying, nobody had at that point in time. You dig what I'm saying? So to be a part of that movement was, you know what I mean, like, was crazy. And like I said, he came and got me from the street, you know what I mean? And was like, hey man, this what you need to be doing. I heard you just got out of jail, or you trying to go back to jail. You like, nah, you need to come over here. You know what I mean? So man, gave me the opportunity to survive. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows, you know, how the streets are. So yeah, man, that's what he gave me. And like I said, he was a brother to me, bro. You know what I mean? And I don't think a lot of people get the opportunities that I've had. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? As far as, you know, meeting the masses and traveling and, you know what I mean? Most of the shit that I've done, you know what I mean? But like I said, your gift is without repentance. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in how you build your life, man, and how you know what I'm saying? For real, but it was, yeah.
Here, I didn't want to cut you off. We're here at Atlanta Culture. We want to give artists their flowers. So that's why we brought you on, because you're one of the most important people in this community and in this industry in Atlanta that a lot of people don't put a face with some of the songs. So that's what we wanted to do, and I just wanted to give you flowers today. You one of my favorite. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we want to do here at Atlanta Culture. Give you guys your flowers and let you know how important you are to the culture.
It don't stop, man. But once again, I appreciate you, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming out, my brother.
Yep.
It's all love. Oh, they already calling you right now. That means that let you know the interview over with. Love y'all. Shouts out Atlanta Culture.